CT side of Mirage. Very excited to see what form they bring today, and if they can make that clean run into the top 16, where the world's best wait. Simple starts strong.
Elige, not so much, but Legacy, they will. They pull up in spades in this pistol. Started with a simple kill. And then very, very quickly, Legacy went on to complicate matters. Carrigan and Frozen left up in this 2 versus 4. Waiting for the smokes to fade. Carrigan shot in the back of the head. It's a clean turnaround in that pistol, and Dumao's already up on his feet.
I was wondering if he's going to do this, and obviously he's been doing it every game, so why stop now? But this is the kind, look at Simple, this is the kind of player, and this is the kind of team that if you talk smack,
all right, Frozen. Seen his Deagle do some dastardly stuff at the major so far. And it's put FaZe in a great spot here in this eco round. These are just pistols, no armor in behind it.
Good chase.
Good chase on Elige down at lower. Still the Frozen Deag hungers for more out on short. He got the spot. Collects a lot of damage, but can't quite finish his meal. Still, Simple now aware that they're coming his way, and set up back in the spawn on the Deagle. Simple in the right place. Frozen's been overran, but in comes Carrigan. The captain links up with Simple back at the spawn, plant in for Legacy, and Carrigan just swings it wide, running down the planter. Carrigan left in the clutch, and Dumao denies it.
4 kills for Dumao. Okay, he's got a reason to shout. Can we run that one back from Simple, please? I didn't quite catch that. That's a 3-on-5 for Legacy. Simple's not happy. Well, you know, let's have a gun round.
Let's see now, right? The guns are out. Simple might have told him to quieten down, but let's see if he's able to force him to do that. They've lost Frozen right off the top of the round. It's the Sadzin AWP that delivers the opener to Legacy.
Carrigan, the difference maker here, the only man at this B-bomb site to stop the play. Push deep into the apartments on this fade. Dumao on the right.
Simple is walking in through lower as well, but there's 2 players holding on to this. Simple's now been spotted, but he goes for the fight and continues pushing up. Him and Carrigan play right into this B-hold, and Legacy are onto a 4th.
Oh my, just like that, Harry. This is starting to look very good for Legacy right now.
Terrorists win.
Using it when they must. Con smokes traded. Oh, someone could sneak through that and get into jungle. There's almost a wall there for Legacy, but Elige is fighting through it into connector, not giving the space for free. That's a perfect peek for Sadzin. Catches Rain after he throws utility. Elige needs to hold connector, or this site will fall.
Good for the first, and clean trade work from Simple in the window to keep this one even, but they've lost the A site in all this downtime. Just leaving the angle for a moment with Sadzin. It's unable to find Frozen over on Cat, who just plays it safe, looks to group with his teammates back in the spawn.
Full info.
Last time we were here, Carrigan just threw himself out on an island, made a play, and tried to win it single-handedly, but he's been tapped out straight away. It's just Simple left standing. Legacy still flawless on this T side and showing no signs of slowing down. They're going to play through that. They've all jumped into this smoke, and yet they walk on through. Call Simple's bluff on that smoke at ramp. That's a clean shot to open from FaZe's Star AWPer. Simple on the board. And now that AWP knowing about, it's a boost up over the stairs. They're hoping that can catch Rain off balance, and it will. The bomb comes back around. This is the A play after all out of Legacy.
I think they know he's there.
Sadzin's AWP now owns this angle, looking deep down into the spawn. Not quite able to catch a Liege on that swing, but Lux will. And they jumped up, ready to fight Simple here.
Ooh.
Gonna get spammed to death. Carrigan has to fly solo and he can't find a thing. Legacy are earning these round wins. And there's no more fighting talk from FaZe Clan. They're getting bullied here on Mirage.
Absolutely blown out of this map right now. 4 kills for Lux this time. Everyone's had their moment in the limelight for Legacy. And while Simple starts it, another 5v4 for FaZe. And a Legion in uncleared position. None of this is enough. Simple gets banged out through the box. And even with the info, Carrigan shifts into that angle.
Oh dear. Miss smoke. Supposed to help them go across and actually get this play over towards the connector. Instead, that's missed its mark. Elige and Carrigan both in the kill feed as FaZe Clan try and put their first round on the board. They're in an advantageous spot right now. This bomb rotating back around for a last-second link-up with Lato over on ramp.
This 1-2 setup they won't be ready for. If they kill Rain first, they're not going to clear Frozen under Balk.
And these footsteps are heard, so Elige also moving over. Rain refusing to go down quietly. Even takes one of the grave.
Go get him.
And that's going to repel this A play. FaZe Clan, it takes them 8 rounds, but they finally break through.
Nice Jones at you.
Or Elite dropping under while Simple orbs the window. Looks like Legacy want to keep it simple, just go for a B-pop, and Simple seems to have that read already. He's running his rotation. Carrigan only just getting behind the site in time. He's spotted as well. Legacy is strung out a little bit. Only one man in the bomb site, but he gets the entry. Simple needs something here from the window, and Lux is even cleared up mid. A 1-by-1 FaZe fall in this round across every part of the map. Mid, B, and A, nowhere is safe. Simple can't survive the smoke spam, and Lux is even yelling during the round. He knows that's a tilting death. My, oh my. Everyone survives.
Just on rails.
Making it look easy. 12-3 for Lux, 12-4 for Dumao. And look at Dumao go. He's crept out. They have no idea. Rain, important kill. This round would have come unraveled if that entry it comes in for Legacy, but they will still move up connector, and FaZe don't know just yet how close these players are. Lux has snuck through. Elige, important frag. FaZe hold on to something, but this site is still getting lost.
Oh, that's a couple of clean taps for Nissim as Legacy wrestle this one back. Lato overran. It's going to fall onto Sadzin in this clutch. 1v2 to try and keep this scoreline just so out of bounds for FaZe. Never let them get going on Mirage. Sadzin looks to creep through the back line. This guy, throughout stage 1, was very much a player to keep an eye on. In stage 2, he's had more and more of the team coming alive. But a lot's being asked of Sadzin here. 45 seconds to work with as he goes on this lengthy but quiet reposition out towards the spawn. He's hoping he can take one early. Leave this down to a 1v1. Otherwise, they can swing together as soon as they collect that info.
He knows.
Seems so aware. Barrel now spotted. That kill comes for free. Simple versus Sadzin. FaZe Clan and a second round that had to come through from Simple. He will hold his own in the clutch. Knocks Sadzin out of it. Gets that AWP upgrade. Onto the catwalk now. Elige wasn't even ready for that on the swing. So a good reaction to find Lux as the opening. Carrigan aggressive through the apartments. He's got Simple nearby. Last time this hold couldn't withstand the Legacy B hit, but it's looking far better. Simple and Carrigan both in the kill feed. And as Sadzin looks to play out, this B site's getting reinforced. More and more players moving in for FaZe to pad it out. Simple hits a blinder. coming alive after winning that 1v1. Knocked out by Nissim, sure, but there's layers to this defense.
Simple starting to get a couple of impactful kills on this B-bomb site. Him and Liege, the only guys positive here for FaZe. Liege flashes under, clears it entirely, now goes back to assist in middle, and that's where the bulk of Legacy are. Moving in quick, great flash to put a Liege in position for that opening kill. He's got more to talk about as well. Double in middle, leaving Legacy just to the A side.
Oh, Rain, a little awkward, but he's able to recover, and here's the support from Elise. She might be low on health, you wouldn't know. FaZe looking for 4 on the half, and that's after being put through the ringer by this Legacy squad. They'll scrape by with 3 rounds in a row to close out this first half. Will that be enough? Will that reignite FaZe, or can Doomau get back to screaming down this building? Side of Legacy, they started so strong. Doomau was lights out. Only took his first death in like round 7 or 8 of the game.
Good pistol for FaZe right now. They got the space over the top. Simple styling on Lux. Jumps on his head and departs like it's nothing.
Plateau falls. The aggression out towards this CT area. FaZe want the real estate. They want to shut down this retake before it even begins, but they decide against it. They fall back, they go through the motions, they group, they fight Sadsin together, and then they recommit into the spawn. That's FaZe Clan opening up with a clean pistol round in this second half.
Excellent.
And that's the worst case scenario for Legacy. This was exactly what you highlighted as that first half was drawing to a close. For a major taking place in Austin, Texas, it feels like you want Americans to get behind.
Yeah,
and Alish could very quickly end up being the only one up for the task.
Not just an NA fan favorite, but FaZe are, you know...
oh my god, hang on a second. This is getting out of control. These pistols show up for Legacy. That one kill in mid, then they force the fights out towards stairs. And now FaZe left reeling from this initial onslaught of the pistols. This force buy looking to work out for the Legacy squad. Rain and Frozen, they thought this was the gap closing. They thought they were well and truly back in this game. And Legacy have just ruined it. A flawless round.
That's the one thing FaZe have been lacking. Players stepping up. Rain, Karrigan, Frozen, all very quiet in this map. Gotta look to Simple. Gotta look to a Liege. Rain will find that opener. Put down after 1. Legacy using a lot of util in middle, so much so that they have nothing left. 1 smoke to block in this round. Boost is very cheeky in a round like this. Might go uncleared entirely. As Legacy abandoned middle. FaZe walk right into the trap. Oh.
Yeah, Lux dealt with. They hear him jumping. It's a nice, easy chase for Karrigan, but he's not ready for Nissim, who plays trigger discipline here. Plays to deny that plant, only going to get out with 1.
Oh, he killed the wrong player there.
Yeah. And the rest of Legacy still on the extremities here. They're not going to give this one a go. So there's the reply from FaZe Clan. This back and forth start to the second half continues.
That's info for FaZe.
Yeah, hit the orb fire off in CT. But it's Doomau taking heads off on this split up through the connector. Rangers decides to leave him to it. Focus forward. Just misses his timing on Lato. They both missed it on each other. They don't even know, but that smoke fades. Rain's the one to pick it up. Ow. Low on health now, though, put in a box. Doomau with quick reactions to deal with him. And this orb hasn't even played its hand yet. Frozen doesn't know where to look. Legacy lock in double digits. They clamp down on that A split, and the back and forth continues.
Oh, if you're FaZe, you just have to write that off as unlucky there. That's a very, very weird round with both players missing timings in con. This smoke that Doomau plays behind, able to take the advantage. And the whole time, Sadson just sat behind triple. FaZe can't flush him out. Really well played from him, not to overplay his position. And if they have any hope in making this comeback happen. It's here and now, or it's never. And on to next map. Perfect ramp setup. Satin hits his shot. They will click close. Satin gets out, but he's in a world of hurt.
It's all grind into a bit of an awkward hole here. Satin with a missed shot. Lux attempts to bail him out, but Satin might be his own help. He doubles! And that gets him up on his feet. Satin with one hell of a hold in an awkward position the entire time. That smoke break is brutal. The nade's done so much damage. FaZe can feel it. This one's done. There's no winning this for Karrigan. Legacy have swallowed them whole on Mirage to open up this BO3 series. And they're all looking to charge him, all looking to fight together. It'll end the way it started with cheers of elation from Legacy. They steamroll FaZe Clan to open this one up.
Thomas B, you'll notice, and look at Legacy fall for this. 4 players, all eyes on long, just Nissim towards that B bomb site. Legacy are biting down on this right now. Even Nissim's watching mid on timing. He hears a smoke come down into B. He needs kills.
Yeah, realizing now exactly what the call was in this pistol. Legacy start to scramble everyone over. They know currently there's players arriving late to this B hold, and so Nissim able to withstand this initial fight. Karrigan will take it one step further. That's a huge triple kill from him out in the tunnels. Karrigan is on for the ace right now. The captain doing everything for FaZe Clan. Just Lato left to be simple, caught on the push out through middle. It's going to come down to the 1v1. Karrigan needs an ace clutch. Low HP for Lato. Oh. Karrigan dead, tapped out. It's real close, but it looks like he's done enough. 4 kills from FaZe's captain. And the ambulance returns, but not for FaZe.
Aim punch the whole way. He's just spamming bodies. And look at this triple in the tunnels. They just line up for him. Beautifully played for Karrigan. And you make a good point. You talk about how the rest of FaZe are late to the party there after the long take. Those kills, even more important as a result. Not getting out of that one. Still a deagle up close. Got to be pinpoint. That's one, but no more. Here's the rifle, and FaZe caught off guard. They weren't expecting that. Finds a dink, but needed kills. Lots of damage done. Maybe the MP9 can answer the call, can finish what he started. Frozen with full health, able to hold down the long side, and Legacy are just going to push together, but he's done so prepared.
A lot of damage, but yeah, this slowdown for FaZe, the thing that will seal the deal.
What a set.
They wait for the aggression to come to them. Just taking this early staging area of Cat, still leaving options open, right? That's thanks to Elige being in the tunnels. Mid control still held. This doesn't have to be a commitment, but they lob in the exec anyway. They're going to send Rain in, and he'll drop down into the spawn to set up this mid to B. And here's the play. Eyes set on this B site for FaZe Clan. Nissim trying to trade this one, ready for the play out through the tunnels, but he can't get a handle on Elige. Rain with a re-smoke out in the spawn, and things go from bad to worse as they lose Dumao. That's a pretty huge pickup. That's not insignificant. Satin catching Rain over the edge of the smoke. That's given Legacy a reason to go for this round, a 2-on-3. Boost up for FaZe. They try to bring the fight to Legacy in this post plant, and it's worked wonders. And so that little glimmer of hope that Sadzin provides, snuffed out. Lato just wants to grab this AWP and put as much distance between himself and FaZe as possible. But they know the value of removing this orb. Both players come hunting, and Frozen gets out with a hat-trick. It's flawless for FaZe to open up Dust 2.
Second volley comes in right as Lux is backing up. He doesn't have anything to stop this. Deeper smoke as well to avoid HE's breaking as FaZe pick up the pace into this B site. Lato and Nissim on a crossfire. They need clean kills on the A1S and they'll find them 3 in an instant. Simple's missed shot puts him in danger. And Legacy are dropping in to try and flush him out. It's only Rain and Spawn, and they've heard this, I think. They're very aware. Sazin nails it. Legacy on the board, and very good that it's 5 alive as well. Means it won't just be instantly susceptible to...
This time, a bit more of a usual round. 2 players in the tunnels to hold for early aggression, to assist in getting these guys out through mid, clearing short from lower. This one feeling and looking more like the other rounds from FaZe. Taking all the necessary map control before they begin. That's an awkward miss for Sadson. That would have made a real difference. Gonna make up for it the second time around. Catches Elige out in the open. Karrigan has slipped the net here. But as he runs up on the approach, Sadson should be ready for this. The AWP up close, gonna get rid of Karrigan. Legacy looking to start a streak here and now. Frozen and Simple, little split up here. The smoke's gonna start to fade and Sadson just steals himself away, but it's Simple. Spotted over on Cat. They know about the Sadson AWP. Simple with the turnaround. Nissim knocked out. And this was a 2v5, now 2-on-3. Nerves start to creep in for Legacy. They don't want to give it away. No. Simple with even more. That's his 3rd kill as this AWP continues to find success for FaZe. Lato hears the footsteps, they're crunching him in mid. Simple was ready for that fight, but Lato wrestles it back. Gets it off from Simple.
But all not enough. Legacy find back-to-back gun rounds and are building into this game.
Yeah, FaZe have reached the end of their tether in terms of the money as well, right? This is the last buy round for FaZe Clan. And it's already started with Rain falling. But that smoke is the last bit of breathing room Legacy have. Past this point, it's on to Doomao. He does have this God Flash. Throwing up over the palm tree, gonna blind everyone out on short. A lot of damage done. Sadson's AWP lends a helping hand. Follow-up shot just gonna sail on past Karrigan, but it shouldn't come to matter. Doomao holds it down long enough for his team to arrive. These individuals start to pull through.
No way.
Everyone's coming up with ideas, not afraid to make their plays. You get a very different looking team. Doomao on the aggressive pathing with that AWP covering over in mid. He's taken a lot of ground away, and this isn't a play FaZe should be ready for. Frozen, even though he checks it, that's just the tag from Simple. Doomao's allowed to keep battling for this mid control.
He's unstoppable right now. He's pushing into spawn. I don't think Simple would expect this. Doomao doesn't want to escape. He wants to take the round on his own, but a complete whiff. Simple's Glock gets his vengeance. Up on short, double from Lux. And Legacy just keep brawling here. Through thick and through thin, for better, for worse. They're making it work. 4-on-1, Elite spam through the smoke, and Legacy are here to play. Could even knife him if he wants to be dastardly. Oh. Okay, yeah, take the shot. Long's blocked. FaZe, where are you gonna go? Because you can't go back.
Stuck battling forward, stuck battling into this stack, and will it be another crisp, clean round for Legacy to signal the close of this half? It's looking like it. Frozen gets back with 1, makes it a double, but goes no further. Legacy, 7 rounds straight on their way to winning out Dust 2. They are but rounds away from 3-0 qualification into Stage 3.
Long control heard. FaZe pull back from Catwalk. Look at that mini-map scrambling right now to stop this push. The smoke break is something that gives FaZe an advantage, and Elige will double up through the smoke, catching Lux. They still need to hit a couple more heads, but FaZe are right now doing good on their part of the bargain. Only Lato left. 1v3 when it sets off, and he's got the bomb control as well. Don't count him out.
Good stuff for Elige to keep that one in check. FaZe know just how winnable being in a position inside of that A site is.
No plant, no problem. Legacy still go for the force. Their confidence is undeniable at this major. And somehow they get that entry. Simple reswings. It's the rifle he gets low, but the pistol that puts him down and jump close. Carrigan stops control getting taken.
This isn't feeling too squeaky clean for FaZe right now. They've been forced back by the util.
Still scared of Cat as well.
Yeah, that smoke from Carrigan is a necessity, but even that's problematic, right? Like, it's usually the case that when you lose long like this, you want to try and group on Catwalk, you want to try and own that part of the map. Because you don't have info there, you've had to smoke it off, and that actually has this knock-on effect now of slowing down the retake. This is Carrigan's smoke that FaZe is stuck behind. FroZen gonna get out with one. Goes both ways though. Sadzin in the feed next. Looking for a little bit more. He backs off with the deagle. Just trying to play the time on this. It's got to be Doomau from down in the pit. A lot of time ticked off this bomb already. And Elige hits a banger to lay that one to rest.
Dude, Elige, that's a crazy kill because he has to basically defuse open to a degree. And with no kid either.
Simple running it back. They were both lights out on Dust 2 yesterday. Elige looking good. That holds some promise. There's still ways back into this for FaZe Clan. But we need that hero figure to emerge.
Who's it going to be? Oh my god, they don't even realize that walking through the mid-door smoke, Elige just runs into death. B as well? That's cheeky. It's not going to work. Oh, info on top of a kill. FroZen knows their intention. So while they had the 5v4 in this round, Legacy have been strung out. Split 2-2, they've realized, and they're going to go into B. Oh no.
I mean, this is an eco round for Legacy, and they've got it down to a 3-on-3. Not only that, they've hit two of the heaviest hitters for FaZe Clan and knocked them out of play. Elige and Simple both dead.
FroZen's got to play retake, gives it up entirely. This is an angle.
Doomau, this is such a strong position. He should have one for free. That's Carrigan fed to him. FroZen does everything he can, but will it be enough? Just Lux left to beat. The Deagle looking to knock out FroZen. He can't quite find him. And so there is FroZen with a big 4K to save FaZe Clan and put them back in the lead here on Dust 2. This guy's doing everything he can and then some to keep them in this. And so we might have found our hero figure. We might have found the guy to get behind for FaZe. It's FroZen right now leading the charge. A huge 4K, turning around a 2-on-3. And looks so comfortable the entire time. This is the sort of comfortability you're not really seeing on a lot of FaZe Clan players right now.
Yeah, you need it. Even whoever it is, we all know anyone on this team can save a game. But they're just trying to get weird with it again through the smoke. Legacy making some very cheeky moves. Who now sits inside of it. Oh, on a reload. Perfect timing to strike. What a play. Elige Simple's here. Has he got any more?
Gonna have to. Only line of defense between Legacy and this A site, and so Simple has to wrestle it back. He gets out with the advantage for FaZe. That's now enough for them to lean into a retake setup. Simple does what he has to. Them 2 kills keep FaZe Clan in this round. Miss him out towards short. That's clean stuff. Finding Rain on the run up. Looks for a little bit more here, but it's that decision to hang around that offers him up to FroZen. Lato will be able to withstand it, and Sadzin's Orb holding down the long side. It's Simple, or it's nothing for FaZe Clan. Baits the shot out of the AWP.
No.
But he's out of ammo, and no time to win this in the clutch. Simple backs out, Simple bows down. Legacy tie us up at 8-all. Simple with a hero orb. Knows he has to try and make a play, and Sadzin's aware of that too, holding the short run out.
Elige almost got him, but mollied off.
There's another gun dropped over here on Catwalk. It's Elige's M4. 9 in the entire series. Gonna find himself one on the 5-7. Rain, can this be his moment? It's a lot of damage, but
Might not check.
will get overran. Will they clear Frozen, who steals himself away? They've jump checked this, but not deep enough. Frozen fires off, and now they know they've got him in a box. Frozen's been dealt with, and Elige moves back in with this orb. But every shot has to land. Every miss costs him dearly. As they're closing the net, they're already up on the ramp, and Elige is blindsided. Legacy back in the lead.
Not short of players on Legacy to have high-impact multi-kills in this series, and that's a huge difference maker, right?
They stated themselves that Dallas was just one too many stand-ins, and that they were waiting to get Rain back in the squad. Well, in this series, sadly, they're still waiting to get Rain back in the squad.
Oh, it's done.
Double kill opener for Lux and Lato out at the long doors. Simple, feeling desperate, tries to throw himself into these fights, but anything shy of a huge multi-kill was never going to be enough.
Yeah, and if you missed it, Rain got 99-1 on the orb cross, jumping over mid at the start of the round, so he can't even play this round. He doesn't have a choice. He has to save. Legacy, get that bomb down and get that next step closer to stage 3. FaZe Clan to do it. Is that really the world we're living in? That's what they're fighting for. 11-8. Taking these guns would be horrendous for FaZe. You can risk one more man, can't you? One single bullet onto Rain. Now Dinked is held back. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're dead on though, right? This is so far and away from the expectations of what you thought for Legacy coming into this event. They had a limited turnaround time, as you say. They didn't even, they didn't even qualify to get here. It's through that kind of golden ticket at like 4, 5 players alive. These are as dominant as you can get.
Well, you want a horrible stat? FaZe have won 1 gun round in this map. And it's not going to get better by the looks of things. 1 for 1 in middle, but long control taken by Lux. Little does he know it, he could move all the way up right now. Even his util is putting the fear in FaZe, keeping eyes on this side of the map. And if I'm Legacy and I look at that scoreboard, I see Rain 4 and 14, I say go B. That's where they're heading. 1 man in this site, 1 flash, 1 opportunity to keep FaZe in this game. Rain has to stand tall. 1 might not be enough.
Start scrambling around now, bringing everyone over. This does mean Legacy of 1 player just sat back on the extremities, so they're going to take the pace out of this. And they're waiting right now. Elige is coming their way in through the tunnels. He's fed them this kill. Do they try and go back? Because Simple still stands down in the lower tunnels. And it's on his shoulders that FaZe's fate in this series is now resting. This has to be Simple's moment. 1 kill comes through. There's a reaction in the backline. Lux is starting to close the distance, but Lato's going to beat him to the punch. Simple flushed out. It's Frozen or it's nothing. Nearly 20 kills deep for Frozen. The one guy who's felt switched on, who's felt up to the task. Well, this is where he's got to show it.
He doesn't know where Lux is. There's no guarantees here. Lux has this one laid up. He's just going to knock it down. 12 rounds to Legacy. And a 2-0 looming over FaZe.
Looking like the B play. They're going to run right into the struggling Rain. A shower of bullets for the first kill. FaZe will get out with a 5-on-3. Rain's provided that much.
That's a bit of a crazy call. I mean, you know you've got wind in your sails, but they run through the molly halfway through.
That was the case back in Copenhagen and Shanghai. And so for Legacy to be the ones to kind of get the big picture revenge for that, it was just so unexpected. You wouldn't have been able to call this ahead of time.
Yeah, you talk about that major run in Copenhagen for all those Brazilian teams. It was Nissim and Lux in that Pain squad who were only a game away from playoffs. They lost to Na'Vi in the 2-2 game, a major that Na'Vi went on to win. Unfortunately for FaZe, not a lot of reason to believe.
Gonna run
They go
back to
the
the
same
play
play. This time more committed. Again, not even smoking the molly, just going through it. Maybe something that's worked in prac, but FaZe are having no problem. They're not getting caught off guard by this very audacious move. Rushing the Molotov last second. I mean, if you get the entry, you win the round, but 2 times out of 2, FaZe have held down.
Reigns also doubled his kill count in these last few rounds. Legacy might have had a lot of chances to get this one over the line, but FaZe aren't a team you can squander them against. Push up, that's nice for Sadzin. That's a wild shot to send them in.
Wait.
Lux's AWP also up next. Elige feeling pressure. They're starting to run at him up through the ramp. Has to do this with the pistol, pulls it out in time, and Lux is a dead man. It's just Sadzin. Goes searching, goes looking. 1 versus 3 rolled out in front of him. 40 seconds, so time not a problem yet for Sadzin. He has a moment here to make a play, make a move. How does he want to dissect this? He hears them falling back into the spawn. Nothing being offered to Sadzin. No chance to make this clutch a little easier. It will be a 3v1 retake. They wait for that tap. He's hoping that draws a reaction. It has not. FaZe do not move a muscle, only going now. And so Sadzin has to fight all 3 heads of the FaZe clan beast at once. Steadies the aim, but Elige is quick. Up through the ramp, he gets pincered. FaZe clan, double digits secured as they chain together 2 rounds in a row.
Need a plant at worst case, but really need the round win. Really need to end this series here and now. Lux in middle. Does Elige clear this corner? Doesn't look like it. Free kill, and the A site is weakened. It's only Simple.
Well, you've been waiting for Simple to have his moment. This has to be it, but the first shot misses. Orb gets on the line. Simple gets out with a double kill. Hold on a second. Simple rip-roaring and ready to go. He's logging this in for FaZe clan. The one-man army. He hit that. Simple just hit that. And now the rest of FaZe start to arrive. Legacy can feel this is getting away from them. Their hopes resting on the shoulders of Lato. And Simple tears this win from Legacy's grasp. It's now left floating on the breeze. Simple shows up in round 23.
And that
FaZe clan 1 away from overtime.
Your best opportunity squandered now, Legacy. Your money now gone. No plant, no chance here. Plenty of rounds to make this happen. But into the eye of the storm. And it's the Simple show that might give us overtime.
Or the win, the 3-0 finish in stage 2 for Legacy. They go back to the B hit. This is where they started losing this streak of rounds to put them in this position. Rain's been the guy struggling all game long, and he can't withstand it. The pistols will break through. FaZe left a man down on the retake. These next few moments, the calm before the storm, because in a second, FaZe will have to commit to this. Smoke's down, they'll respect it for now. They lose Simple in the back line. Carrigan stuck fighting a losing battle, worried about the flank. Elige is focused on what lies ahead, and he can't break through. Legacy on pistols at the 11th hour. Look to close this out unless Carrigan can do it. And there's no beating back Legacy now. 3-0 finish in stage 2. The full 24 rounds, they're metal tested, and they come out swinging.